Hi everyone, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. In this video, we are going to be running through my top tips to get a more youthful looking skin. So if you feel like your skin could do with looking a little bit more refreshed, a little bit more revived, if you want to look a little more awake, your skin to look plumper, healthier, glowier, you need to keep on watching. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload 2 to 3 videos here on YouTube every single week. I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there. And I would really appreciate it if you would click on that subscribe button if you haven't already and come and join the Pampered Wolf Pack, and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Okay, so most of these tips are going to be self-explanatory, and I'm not gonna lie, you've probably heard of a lot of these before, but I am seriously guilty of knowing all the information and not following through. And sometimes I feel like we need a little nudge to just kick ourselves back into gear and actually think, oh yes, I need to do better on that. So think of this video as your little nudge. Let's get on with number 1. Okay, first things first, and very, very important, have a good, healthy cleansing routine, whether that is cleansing first thing in the morning once. You know I don't do that. I just like to splash my skin with water first thing in the morning. Personal preference. Most importantly, cleansing in the evening, and that is a double cleanse. The first cleanse is to remove the surface dirt. The second cleanse is to cleanse deeply into the skin. Super, super important. Please never sleep in your makeup. Sleeping in your makeup can seriously speed up the aging process. You will get more wrinkles, you will get more fine lines, your pores will become more prominent. So just make sure you are taking everything off at the end of the day. I will list some of my favorite cleansers in the description box that are beautiful, really gentle. You don't need anything harsh on the skin, even when you're taking off waterproof products. Just something gentle, really kind to the skin. It will really help. Tip number 2, and a lot of people that watch this channel all the time will wonder why this wasn't tip number 1. Always use an SPF of at least 30 or above, that is broad spectrum, during the daytime to protect your skin. UV rays cause a lot of pigmentation issues for the skin, those brown spots, uneven skin tone. UV rays will also increase the deterioration of collagen and elastin, which in turn will lead to more fine lines, more wrinkles, less bouncy, plump, healthy skin, more sagging, jowly skin, which again in turn will lead to more open pores. So this is something we want to avoid. We want healthy, plump looking skin for as long as physically possible. We want that glowing skin, and for that to happen we need to wear an SPF that's broad spectrum of at least 30 or above on a daily basis, rain or shine. And when you are in the sun for a lengthy period of time, make sure you're wearing a hat, sunglasses, full-on bodysuit. I mean, you don't need to take it to that length if you don't want to, but just if you are in the sun for a really long time, try and sit in the shade if you possibly can, and definitely a hat and sunglasses. Tip 3, super important, choose skincare products that alongside a really good quality SPF will help to reverse that sun damage, help to reverse those signs of aging. Now, the gold standard are retinoids. Retinoids will help reduce pigmentation, even out skin tone, speed up cell turnover, increase collagen production, plumping out the skin, making it more youthful, less wrinkles, less fine lines. It's just does everything. Just a little bit of a tip for you. A high strength retinoid isn't going to be the best option for absolutely everybody. I would always recommend that you start off with a weak retinoid and work your way up through the strength as your skin can tolerate it. But if you found that you've worked your way up absolutely no problems, and then you get to prescription strength tretinoin and you find that your skin is super irritated, really flaky, and actually looks worse than it did when you were on your lower strength, after a while of trying to ride through the discomfort, if you're still getting the same issues, consider moving down a strength. There is absolutely nothing wrong with a weaker retinoid. All retinoids will do pretty much the same thing. The weaker ones will just do it slightly slower. So you're going to get the same results, just not as fast. And that's absolutely fine, because your skin will look better for it if you just use something that it can tolerate rather than something that it can't. Although I said that retinoids are the gold standard, they are the magic ingredient, I stand by that 100%, but if your skin can't tolerate a retinoid, don't worry about it. Get yourself a really good quality vitamin C serum. Vitamin C will do very much the same thing as a retinoid. It just goes about it in a completely different way. So a vitamin C will also even out your skin tone, reduce hyperpigmentation. It will also increase collagen production and plumpness on the skin. It's a really good skin brightener. So don't worry too much. Move on to the vitamin C if you can't tolerate a retinoid. Tip 4, acid exfoliation. Now I will list my favorite acid exfoliators in the description box for everybody, just in case you've never tried one before or you're after trying a new one. These can make the world of difference to not only how your skin looks, but also how your skin feels if you use them correctly. Now you don't need to use an acid exfoliator every single day. You can do if your skin can tolerate it. I personally use mine once to twice a week. That is enough for me. But these are multi-purpose. They not only exfoliate the skin, getting rid of those dead skin cells, which can often give your skin that dull, tired appearance. They can also reduce pigmentation and also increase hydration levels. AHAs and PHAs are great hydrators. If you have really oily skin and you suffer with skin congestion, try a BHA or an acid exfoliator with all 3 acid exfoliation ingredients in there. AHAs, PHAs, and a BHA. Tip 5, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Our bodies need a lot of water to be able to function in a healthy way on a daily basis. At least 1.5 liters of water need to be consumed for our bodies to remain healthy and our skin not to be detrimentally affected. I don't pay enough attention to this tip. I need to do better here. 1.5 liters seems like so much liquid to me. I don't even have a drink in my filming room. Shame on me. I need to do better. And I'm guessing 99% of you also do. Now, as well as drinking enough fluids, which I am going to work on, topical treatments can also help. So those hyaluronic acid, which are great humectants. Humectant mists throughout the day are also great. And we should not overlook the health of our skin barrier. Look after the skin barrier, because the skin barrier is the portion of our skin that will help seal in that hydration and not let it go into the atmosphere. So use those products that are going to really look after that skin barrier, seal all that hydration in, use those mists if you want to, and drink plenty of water for a healthier, bouncier, more hydrated skin. Now, if you want to know how to create your own personalized skincare routine for your personal needs, I have done a video all about that already. I will link it at the end of this video. Tip 6. Eat a healthy diet. Now, I am not a dietitian. I am not going to go into this in a lot of detail because I'm not qualified to. What I will say is try and eat less sugar, because sugar can increase inflammation and irritation on the skin, and it can also have an impact on collagen production. So try and eat less sugar. It's key. Tip 7, and again, I'm not going to go into this in masses of detail. You live your life however you want to. However, if you are a smoker and you want more youthful looking skin, you need to stop smoking, and that is the bottom line. Smoking causes a lot of free radical damage. A lot of free radical damage. That, added with the repetitive movements that you do when you are smoking, causes a lot of fine lines, wrinkles, cell degeneration. And the only way to rectify that is to stop. And finally, the last tip in this video, try and get enough sleep and try and relax a little bit and reduce those stress levels. Sleeping is super important, because while we're sleeping, our skin is regenerating and repairing any damage. And by not sleeping enough, we're not allowing our skin to do that process to the best of its ability, and it will have an effect on your skin. It's also really important to relax, unwind, and reduce your stress levels. Taking a little bit of time out for yourself to relax is super, super important because stress can increase cortisol levels in the body, and high cortisol levels can actually break down dermal proteins, which has a huge effect on the way that your skin looks. So that's it for all my tips. I really hope you found it helpful. I know you probably know all these tips already, but consider this your nudge to start doing something about them. I have taken the nudge myself, believe me. I am now going to go downstairs and drink some water and not eat any sugar. Remember, the worst things for your skin: sun, smoking, sugar. And I stand by that. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.